When you think of turnaround seasons in NASCAR, one of the first ones that probably comes to mind is Joey Logano's 2018 season. In the span of one season, he was able to go from missing the playoffs entirely and having 0 wins to defying all odds, beating the Big Three at Miami, and winning his first ever NASCAR Cup Series championship. Let's dive right into it.
Turn 1, Joey Logano.
There if you can, got something coming.
Most likely.
Two more coming.
Caution out with 6 laps to go and melting the bead of the tire.
Oh yeah, you can see it's going down right there. Bam! Oh my gosh. Ouch. Hard hits. Woo!
Behavior. Feels good by one. Right front.
Look at these sudden impacts.
The first major turn in the story starts at the Toyota Owners 400 at Richmond Raceway. Joey Logano ran up front all day and seemingly cruised to his first win of the season. However, this is false. NASCAR did not like the way his car was set up. They encumbered the win, took away crew chief Todd Gordon for 2 races, and also took away 25 points. This would prove to pay huge dividends in the end of the season. Joey Logano was never the same after this encumbered win.
Upside down.
Well, AJ, that was a humdinger. Inside wall and hit hard where a wall jutted out like that.
Now see, I think Chase Elliott he already had his hands full prior to that. He was trying to get it gathered up, and then AJ came off his rear bumper and then made contact with him again. Also, Logano went for a heck of a ride there, a couple big impacts.
Keselowski's up in there.
Minor damage for Kevin Harvick.
In front right now with the 42. Oh,
Whoa,
trouble.
big crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano and Eric Almirola.
Holy smoly. Oh, heavy damage there on Danica.
Those cars are killed.
And Almirola piling in at the last second and going up in the air. Patrick
Danica's
quickly
out
of her car.
Oh man, it looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that.
Oh man, what a ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think he committed to the outside lane. Pretty big impact by the 43. Oh,
right front. Yeah, I saw it blow the fender up.
I think that was a brake rotor.
Are you thinking what?
Yeah, and that's why it turned left.
The tire.
You can almost see it unwind.
All right, front's down, guys. Hold on. Front's coming. We couldn't have turned down. They were coming too quick, buddy.
I mean, that's pretty light contact. I think they can certainly fix this. I think I'd be more concerned with what caused it.
Take a look at what happened.
Follow along Kyle Busch. Little wiggle right there. I think he had a problem. That thing just turned around on him right in front of the field. So look at all the big impacts, all the smoke. I didn't see any contact before he went around. I saw him wiggle, and then the car turned around sideways.
Well, in front of the field was the key. This is the fear when it comes to Daytona. The accident in the middle of the pack. You have to be committed. You have to be wide open. Look how fast that happened. Joey Logano, a hard impact into Kyle Busch. You see the 42 of Kyle Larson, the 78 of Martin Truex Jr.
He was
many cars damaged.
He was right in front of his brother.
Joey Logano just nowhere to go. I mean, it happened so quickly. All you can see is smoke. You heard him lift. He saw that the nose of that car pointed the wrong way. Oh no, what am I going to do? Lift. Gets into it.
Dave.
Ricky dove onto pit road after smoke started pouring from the 22. He knew that the left rear was over onto it, thought maybe he had broken something. He said, I never got tagged in the right and the left rear there, so I'm not sure exactly what it is. They've taken a look, now have to evaluate. He's back out.
Well, they have definitely not fixed it. You see the left rear. You hear left rear sticking way out. To the garage for the 22, Rick. It's going to be huge points implications. The rear suspension on this race car, basically there's a bar in the back. It's called the track bar, but basically all you need to know is it holds that rear end from going left to right. As he goes around in the circle, the body wants to go left, the tires want to go, the body wants to go right, the tires want to go left. It's rubbing that tire. It must be either a mount or the track bar itself is broken 22 is going to have to go to the garage. This won't be a 5-minute clock situation, but it's not going to matter. With this many cars in the lead lap, this is going to cost a lot of points for Joey Logano trying to make the playoffs.
7 races until the playoffs, and the 22 team is getting more in a must-win situation with each race.
After New Hampshire, Joey Logano found himself 17th in points, 46 points behind Matt Kenseth in 16th. Logano would need a miracle to turn his season around. However, it never came. It all came down to Richmond, the final race of the regular season.
Flag back in the air. We're overtime. A great restart for Martin Truex Jr. Little tire smoke coming out of the 18 as he was hard into turns 1 and 2. The 42 has cleared the 78. Going through 3 and 4. One more time around when they get the white flag. Kyle Larson out in front at Richmond. And up into the wall goes the 78 hard. Caution will come out. Kyle Larson will be the winner.
Despite the hard drive in the second place finish, Joey Logano would come one spot short of the win, which would go to Kyle Larson at Richmond. This was his first season not making the playoffs since he was at Penske. Despite the heartbreak, all he wanted was a win in the final 10 races. However, he couldn't even do that.
And Eric Jones' car gets loose, puts a little bit too much wheel back to the right, and basically head on into the wall, and then major impact behind, got him up in the air.
I think that was Daniel Suarez perhaps that made the first impact. It looked like the 19 car, that orange and white car.
But as we mentioned, the 20 involved, the 1 of Jamie McMurray, both involved in the playoffs, part of the round of 12.
There's the big hit right there for the 20 car. See Jimmy Johnson on the left-hand side of the screen sliding through.
Man, it's very good to see Eric Jones get out. That was a big, when those turn back to the right, look at this at real speed. Look how big this impact is right here.
After a 6th place finish in the season finale at Homestead, Miami, Joey Logano came home 17th in points. His final statistics are 0 wins, 10 top 5s, 17 top 10s, 2 poles, 376 laps led, and an average finish of 15.2. Logano knew he needed a big year in 2018. With his confidence higher than ever, he surged into 2018 strong. He got his first win of the season at Talladega, and he never looked back. The rest is history.
Stenhouse, Elliott, Almirola, Newman on the outside.
Mike, I just think that's going to stack everybody up side by side by side. That's what Logano wants to see.
If the 41 can get stacked back up to the front bumper of the 17, he might be able to get a run on the 22.
And here comes Reagan on the inside. I'll get you to the top 5. Follow me.
Kurt's going to have to get back there. I just don't think he's going to be able to do it if he's that close to the 22. Here comes a little bit of a push from the 17. Is it going to be enough?
The race is on, though. The start line way down here.
Everybody on their feet. Logano is going to go top to bottom to keep Kurt Busch at bay. And Joey Logano wins Talladega. Kurt Busch, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Ricky Stenhouse, the top 5.
Pressure on the 22. One slipped tire, one mistake, one contact with that inside curve, and Brad Keselowski will be going by.
Be interested to see if he'll be as aggressive with his teammate as he was with 18. Logano's so hard to pass, wrapping that apron so tight all the way through the corner. It really doesn't present an opportunity for you to get underneath him on corner exit, even though you can gain on him on corner exit.
Logano has been great at this racetrack at qualifying. For the last 5 races, he was able to win the pole. Didn't win the pole this week, and said that they tried a different strategy, maybe a different plan, because they hadn't won here at this racetrack. Well, now, as the laps are winding down, they're out front. They have a shot at winning the grandfather clock. That is the prize at the end of this race.
I think that he goes so fast into the corner, I think you could roll the outside and try to use that grip on corner exit to make this pass. We are getting ready to have a five-way battle for the lead. They are coming from behind.
Logano, Keselowski, here comes the 78. Martin Truex Jr., the 18 of Kyle Busch. All right there fighting for these top 4 spots. And don't count out the 11, a 5-time winner here at Martinsville.
Logano's going to have to be perfect. The pressure inside that race car, you know if you can win this race, you have a chance to win the championship. It moves you to Homestead. His car is not as fast as the people behind him. He's going to have to be perfect.
22's holding so tight on corner exit. Look from this view how tight he's going to hold him on corner exit, not allow him to use the throttle.
He moves up the track, contact again. Logano still up front.
That almost scares me a little bit. That allows the 78 to square up on that rear bumper, just move him out of the way.
He looks to the inside again. Now Martin Truex Jr. setting him up. Coming up on 2 laps of racing to go at Martinsville.
Look at that run on the high groove.
Clear by 3 feet, all clear, 2 to go.
So much pressure inside these cars.
This is an incredible drive by Joey Logano, regardless of the result.
He raced him clean again to the inside. Martin Truex Jr. has the advantage as they come up the turn. He'll see the white flag one more time around. Martin Truex Jr. on the inside, looking for his first short track win, as well as a trip to Miami to try to defend his championship. The 2017 champion, will he get the bumper? Yes, he does. Here comes Logano. Logano on the inside, a drag race, they're sideways, and it's going to be Logano getting the win. Joey Logano fighting back.
Miami, baby.
Truex not happy.
Great job, buddy.
Logano put the bumper to the back of the 78 when they were going through 3 and 4. It moved Truex Jr. up the track enough that he had an opening. And the first thing you heard on the radio, Miami, baby.
After his controversial win at Martinsville, Joey Logano locked his spot into the championship 4. Come 3 weeks later, as he flew into Miami, he had some of the steepest competition possible. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Martin Truex Jr., aka the Big 3. If Logano was able to pull this off, it would be one of the biggest Cinderella stories in NASCAR history. Absolutely nobody had Joey Logano winning this championship, but despite all odds, he was able to come out on top.
Martin Truex Jr. trying to make that lower line work.
Martin Truex Jr. has been a little bit quicker than Joey, kind of closing in, but on that last lap, the 47 car played a huge role in that pass right there. The 22 went to the bottom of the track, the 78 to the high side, and he got a huge run on the 22.
Remember those 2 touched right at the restart, and they're still fighting side by side.
Martin Truex Jr. closed in from a second back in 6 laps. He's got a great race car. The 22, the short run speed's there, but maybe not as long, not as good as it was earlier in the race.
If there was one car that Martin Truex Jr. said he would move, it was the 22, and now he's within striking distance.
There he goes, man. I can't believe he didn't get that close to him, Jeff. Get such disturbed air behind those guys. Look at him.
Now he's underneath him. He's going to go straight to the bottom of the racetrack. Side draft him. Turn way to the left. Get your left sides on this white line. Don't overdrive it. Going to clear the 22.
He goes. He's in front of the 22. Now will the 22 fight back?
Good, very good. Here
22 does not
78,
have enough grip right now to fight back. Logano on the run. Look at this run.
He's had the short run speed all day long, but he's got to finish. He's got to run it in. It's tailor-made for him.
He's looking to the left.
All the way to the back bumper of the 78, now to the outside. Here comes Logano, trying to take the lead away. He drives past the 78. He'll take the lead as they go down the backstretch.
Buried that car down into turn 1.
How did that car stick? That's incredible. I thought he overdrove the corner just in a desperation move. He made it stick.
He could be closing in on his first title. Guys, we've seen this 78 get better as tires age. I know he lost that lead, but can he inch back in on the 22? And if he does, how patient will he be? 11 laps. He's going to have to start doing it right now.
This time by. 1 lap to go. 1 lap away from his first Cup Series championship. Logano at 28 years old. Fulfilling a dream.
No threat, man. 1-6 still. Throwing ahead. No pressure. No pressure at all.
TJ Majors giving him the information. No pressure at all. Well, he has risen well above the pressure as he comes out of turn number 4 to claim his first ever Cup Series championship. It's Joey Logano who wins.
Joey Logano's remarkable 2018 comeback season ended in 3 wins, 13 top 5s, 26 top 10s, 1 pole award, 934 laps led, and an average finish of 10.7. Congratulations to Joey Logano and his entire 22 team on their 2018 championship.